We are going live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, Yasharal.
You have to have the mindset. You got to be prepared because it's not going to be easy. We must fast. You may hear the words fast, you may hear the words detox, and you may hear the word cleansing. I always add sea moss gel to my food. Herbs are to support your body until your body takes over and do what it's supposed to do. Yasharal, let's do this. We can do this. It's our temple, and the Most High expects it. Peace and blessings.
The contents on this YouTube page are based on the knowledge, opinions, and experience of Sheila Rosiel. Unless otherwise noted, the information on this page does not replace a one-on-one relationship with a qualified healthcare professional and should not be considered medical advice. Sheila Rosiel encourages you to make your own healthcare decisions based on your research and in partnership with a qualified healthcare professional. And most importantly, make sure to listen to your body. Please note, in regards to fair use, this YouTube channel and its contents are protected under the Copyright Act of 1976. Let's stay connected. Please remember to hit the like, share, subscribe, and notification bell.
Hello, shalom family, shalom, shalom, shalom. Sheila Rosiel here. I am so excited to be with you again. Family, it's been a minute since I've been on my channel. It's been a minute. A whole lot of things has been going on, you know, life happens, so it just life happens, and you just have to adjust and keep on going. But this is going to be very, very brief. And since this is a recorded message, and I am in the chat, as well to answer questions as we go along. But the Most High has placed this upon my heart for the past few weeks, and I'm just now beginning to come out with it. And basically in reference into us preparing for of the famine that is coming, and I'm not talking about. I'm not going to go into talking about that kind of prepping, which it is kind of that, but basically what I'm speaking of is that prepping for the proper food, to keep our health during this famine, because how it is whenever emergency and disasters happens, we typically get caught off guard, and then we just grab anything that we can to kind of sustain us for those few days, and we're grabbing chips and cookies and things of that nature and what have you. Well, this famine that we're going to be preparing for is kind of like the one that our uncle Joseph in Egypt, when the Most High told him to prepare for the famine that's coming, and it was going to be a long famine, so it's the same thing here. So the Most High has put that on my heart, and we do not want to get caught off guard. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty much what this topic is about right now today, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. But anyway, I'm going to want to share some things, and you might want to go ahead and you can and probably get your pen and paper or use your notes on your phones, so you can have it, so you can know pretty much what you need to have. Because even though we're going to be going into a famine, and it's going to be really, really some trying times and things of that nature, our family is not going to be prepared for, who who have not fully embraced the awakening. So really and truly, if you love them, you're going to prepare for them too. So, and that's what brotherly love and sisterly love is. Okay. So anyway, first and foremost, there are food groups that our bodies just gotta have. It just gotta have. And the first thing I'm going to say is going to always be the fruits and the vegetables. This one is going to be pretty tough during a famine. We may can start off with it. With some frozen fruits or some vegetables, but that's not going to last very long, as far as that goes, because anything can happen. The power can go out and we don't have the refrigeration and things of that nature. A lot of us don't have gardens and things of that nature. The ones who do have gardens and whatever, you probably be pretty much okay. Just make sure you are planting the variety of fruits and vegetables. What to get. Do the rainbow of colors. And that's what your body needs, do the rainbow of colors, and what have you. Now, those of you who still struggling with the green thumb, and what have you, because I know I am, as far as that goes, we got to probably have to resort to some canned things, okay? And we got to use wisdom on those canned vegetables and things of that, because the canned vegetables and things are full of sodium. Okay, it's full of sodium. Keep that in mind. So it has to be rinsed off. It has to be rinsed off. But you still, got to eat, and you still need to have some of those nutrients in there. Just don't overcook them, because half of those things are already kind of cooked, parboiled already. So you don't want to flush out all the nutrients in that. So your vegetable, your canned vegetables and things of that nature, and what have you. You're going to need your fruit, especially all people. We need fruit. We need fruit. So in reference to that, what I'm going to say on that, when the frozen fruits, then you don't have the frozen fruits anymore doing this, we really need to start planting. If you can get large, well, let me say this. It takes fruits, trees, and things a long time to grow. But I am in the belief that the Most High is going to accelerate that. So I am going to suggest that those of you who are growing things, to use your gift, your green thumb, and plant fruit trees or fruit seeds, because I actually had a dream recently, and in my dream, I had that in my backyard I went out there, and it was stuff growing all in my backyard, even though I have a designated spot where to grow things. But in my dream, it wasn't like that. I had cucumbers growing in one part. I had cantaloupes growing in another part. I had okra growing in another part. And I asked the Most High, I said, where all this come from? But I remember that some seeds and things dropped as I was taking things to my compost. And the thought came to me in my dream is that the seeds and things that was dropping as I was carrying things to my compost area took root. So I am just in the belief that the Most High is going to accelerate the growth of our seeds, our fruit trees and things like that. So I'm going to skip and say, guys, get some seeds, get some fruit seeds, and get some. They only a couple of dollars a pack. Get all kinds and put it up. And I just believe that. So whenever it's something that we can't get, I just always believe that the Most High has a plan. He always has a plan. He always tells us to do what we can do, and He'll do the rest. Do what you can do. Okay. Whole grains. Okay, grain. We need the grains. We have to be prepared for that. Now, our bodies, everybody, bodies do perfectly well with just a little grain. But some of us kind of thrive on it. So, when we're preparing for in a famine, I'm going to always say, if you can't get some of the things I mentioned, get the next best thing. So what I am suggesting that you pack up some flour. Get you some spelt flour. Get you some barley flour. Get you some rye flour. And in this case, you may need to go ahead and get you some white flour. Let that always be your last resort, or use it and combine it with your good grains. Okay, do that, and that way it won't be so harsh on your body, doing this transition. The same thing with rice. Get your brown rice and things like that. Put that up. Just make sure you really, really, when you're preparing that rice, to rinse it out real good, because it has stuff in it. It has stuff in it. We do not have the best ground that some of these best soil that our grains and things are growing from. But get your spelt, get your barley, get your rye, and get your white, and use that sparingly and whatever to make things stretch out. Okay. And also too, I think I went back to the flour, but also too with the rice, get your brown rice, get you some white rice too, and just put it to the side, because you may have to come up with your own blend. Get you some wild rice, get you some of that, get you the different types of rice, the basmati or whatever. Get those things and put those things up. Okay. The other thing that we need to get is the nuts and seeds. You need nuts and seeds. You need that, because that's you're going to get a lot of omega-3s and omega-6 in there when you can't get the fish, when you can't get the meat and things like that. Those nuts and seeds will definitely help your body on that. Okay, all kinds of nuts and seeds, walnuts, just all kinds, just all kinds of nuts, okay? All kinds of. The only ones that I'm going to say to kind of refrain from is the peanuts, okay? It's the peanuts, but pretty much all the rest of them, the nuts and your seeds, your pumpkin seeds, your flax seeds, your hemp seeds, all of those things, and all those things is protein as well for our bodies, and so forth. And let's get to some of the seafood. Yes, eventually we're not gonna be able to go out there, unless you got unless you raising it yourself, as far as that goes, seafood. But some of those things is probably going to be hard to get, hard to get during a time of a famine. And if it is hard to get, that's when you need to, stock up on the mackerel, stock up on the canned salmon, stock up on the tuna, stock up on things of that nature and what have you during this famine. And once you've done all that you could do, you've done all that you can do, and that's when the Most High will kick in. Okay. Our oils. We always want to use the anti-inflammatory types of oils. The avocado oil, and some of these oils are expensive, the avocado oil. But, all the oil is expensive, to be honest with you. The olive oil, the, let me see, avocado oil, the grapeseed oil, the coconut oil. Just have a variety of oil. And yes, if you don't have anything else, go ahead and get that vegetable oil. It's the canola, whatever. But use that part sparingly, because trust me, you really don't want too much of that in your body, okay? You don't want too much of that in your body. Your herbs and your spices, family, your herbs and your spices, that's what's going to make make your food taste palatable, so it's pleasing to your palate. Plus, the herbs and spices has such nutritional value. It's not even much funny, at all. So all different kinds of herbs to make sure you have it. There's a ton of it. Go to Healing Yahshua's temple and go to the guides. It's a whole list of herbs and things of what have you that's really for your healing, to make sure that you have. Take advantage of those things. Because those are the things that we're going to be needing. Our bodies are not going to just start working a different way just because we're in a famine. We have to prepare, for that. We have to be just like Joseph. our uncle. Our great, 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 great uncle. We have to be just like him. We have to be wisdom. Be wisdom. We have to use wisdom, and we have to, prepare, because we don't know how long it's going to be needed. We're just not. Also, too, family. Get to know your neighbors. Get to know your neighbors, especially those of the Hebrew community who are close around, because that's going to be a time where we're going to have to barter. We're going to have to barter with one another. So maybe one is growing one thing and another is growing with another, or one is having something. And of course, about your water. You should always, always, always have water, on hand. Your bottles of water. Now's the time to, go ahead and invest into some type of water filter. Okay? Because, water is going to become scarce. It's going to probably become just like gold. Okay, so you may have to use some of the water that's coming out the tap. We're just being real. So we need make sure that we have some type of filter to filter it out. Also, too, family, your minerals. We did a YouTube a video on minerals, on some particular minerals, your magnesium and things of that nature. All your magnesium. So when I say that, to say this, to have some Himalayan salt, some sea salt. Put sprinkle a little, just a little mineral salts into your water, so your body is getting the proper minerals, because it's not going to be getting a lot of the minerals properly from some of the food, that we're eating. So those minerals, those essential minerals, are very, 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 very important. Very, very important, family. Very important. Okay, and I think that's pretty much about it. What I wanted to touch in on. Go back and rewind this. Your fruits and your vegetables. Your for now your things that, anybody who knows how to keep fruit longer. So maybe the famine won't last but a few months, and maybe this is going to last a year, maybe 2 years, 3 years. We don't know. I just think it's probably going to be a shorter time. So we need to know how to keep some fruit, keep bags of oranges from spoiling so easily. Keeps cantaloupe and melons from spoiling so easy. And if guys, put it in the chat on things of that nature. Share your resources, share your knowledge. Sister Sheila don't know everything. None of us know everything. That's why the Most High fix it that way, that we depend on one another. We depend on one another. We're the body. The arm can't say that it has no need of the foot. The foot can't say it has no need of the eye. How the foot gonna know where to go if the eye don't direct him? So. Everybody's parts probably is going to be different. So we got to get even within our community, we need to be able to reach one another, while we still have the internet system, or while we still have these cell phones and what have you. We need to be able to get in contact with one another. We need to be able to network with one another all throughout this country, wherever we are scattered, to be able to help one another, because trust me, if family is coming, the scripture said it, and we see it already. We see it in the stores. We see things but fruits and vegetables, a rainbow of colors, I'm not going to go through which one or whatever, just a rainbow of colors. If it has color to it and whatever, get it. Okay. Grow your bell peppers, grow your onions, grow your garlic, grow those things. Some of these things can be grown and plant as in your house and what have you. Just know how to keep the gnats out. As far as that, don't do like I do, but grow your herbs and things like that. You got somewhere to put some things. Grow things in pots. Something's going to grow, because my dream showed me that things were going to grow. I believe the Most High is going to accelerate. So family, we do things by faith. We walk by faith, not by sight. We plant those seeds by faith. We plant it by faith. It is the Most High who's going to give the increase. It is Him who's going to provide. It is Him and Him alone. It is Him. Our dependency is upon Him. We are not going to be able to, nor do we want to be able to to depend upon the world system, this beast system. No, we're going to depend upon the kingdom of the Most High, because in his kingdom, there's everything. There is everything. He has provided everything for us on this earth, family. On this earth, we just have to have eyes to see, and we have to come together. The Most High is calling for us to come together. So wasn't trying to preach or anything. Okay, but anyway, family, that is it. And that is it. And so that's it. That's all Sister Sheila got to say for right now, is just prepare your fruits and your vegetables, a rainbow of colors, your whole grains, your rye, your barley, your spelt flour, your even your white flour, your nuts and your seeds, your almonds, your even some of your pecans, just whatever, your dried fruits, your raisins, dried prunes, your figs, your dates, the things of that nature, your canned goods, your canned vegetables, you can rinse out the salt on it. I'm just kind of going back on the overview. Rinse the sodiums and stuff out of it. Your beans. I forgot your beans. All kinds of beans. Dry beans, guys. I completely forgot about the beans. Your dry beans. Right now, even that's going up right now. But right now, you can still get it pretty reasonable. I mean, go and just stock up on the different types of dry beans and rice and whatever, and so forth. And things of that nature. And it gets to the point to where we lose power and we can't cook anything. Hey, everybody, go and get you one of those little smokies. You got pots and the things like that, and sometimes you're gonna have to cook on that. Make sure that we have your charcoal on your lighter fluid and things of that nature. Those are the things to really stock up on. Things to be able to prepare those things. Okay, stock up on your oatmeal, your things of that nature. Some cereal, yes, but look at it. That's the time you read the nutritional labels and things of that nature. And what have it. Your grits and things like that. Things of those natures is what we need, and also too your charcoal, a little smoky or whatever, to be able to cook those things, and just don't use those things until you need to use your charcoal and what have you, and things of that nature. So that's it, family. That is it. Your salmon, your mackerel. I'm looking at my notes. Your swordfish, because that's where the omegas come from. Your omega 3s. You don't want all omega 6. That's harmful. You need more omega 3 than anything. Okay, your herbs and the spices. So that's it, family. And now I'm in the chat, and hopefully we're in the chat right now. So family, that is it. So remember, family. Remember. Healing is our birthright. It truly is our birthright, family. Claim it.